In order to know where you're going as an actor, you need to know where you've been as a people, right? The evolution of our culture and how it's been portrayed throughout the years. Everything from Birth of a Nation, where the KKK was the hero, to Black Panther, where Chadwick Boseman, as the King of Wakanda, saves the world.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Joe. Good morning. Tracy, good morning.
Good morning, Jeff.
Class is in session.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining me to talk about Inside the Black Box on Crackle. Well, I've watched a few episodes, just fascinating. I just love it. Enjoyed it immensely. It's so educational. And Tracy, you know, Inside the Black Box is a 10-episode series on Crackle. It provides life lessons from your audience and for the viewers, and a platform for honest conversations. This was an emotional journey, wasn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, it's been an 18-year journey, but when you attach Emmy award-winning Joe Morton, wheels start turning. So in the past 6 years, the wheels have turned, and now we are here, and that's the blessing.
And each episode, I mean, is almost a story within itself in terms of emotion, in terms of laughter, in terms of, as Marquand Smith would say, you know, it's kind of an edutainment. You get entertained, but you also learn something at the same time.
Well, Joe, you know, television and movies are the mediums of stereotypes. I mean, that was from Raven-Symoné herself. And
yes.
And actors of color must face in their careers. And this show puts that front and center, doesn't it?
It really does. I mean, there are story after story of actors who have been told to perform in a particular way because of mythology that seems to surround our particular culture. And so part of the struggle has always been to either accept it in a way that is acceptable to us, or to move against it in a way so that we can begin to show ourselves in a much wider diversity as people of color.
The thing to remember in this black box, right, is that this is a safe haven. You can't really do anything wrong here. You just have to be present. When we do improvs, when we deal with guests, no matter what it is, I mean, the idea of acting is sort of investigating the human experience. And so that's what we're doing here. We're doing that in conjunction with trying to find out about our history as entertainers in this business. And so the black box contains a whole world which you are now a part of. So once again, welcome to the black box.
And Tracy, you know, I was a theater geek in high school and in college. So improv was always my favorite exercise. And I love how you use that in the show.
Well, it's, you know, one of the things that I think is important is how we create all of these theater games. These are things that actors should know, and these are things that they need to be equipped with. So we just basically use these exercises to, do sort of these spontaneous, and actors need to think on their feet, and they need to know how to read. So these exercises and games reinforce, and they also build like a solid foundation for actors to grow. And I'm an advocate for actors in terms of their spirit and their morale. So what we've created, the safe haven that Joe speaks about, is also our community, and it's filled with so much love. Like, I love the fact that you and other people really emotionally connect through your phone or TV, however you watch the show.
And especially,
I mean, those exercises are meant to sharpen the tool, right? So that the actors actually get an opportunity to go through those exercises, be kind of criticized or get some adjustments in terms of those exercises. So one, it's entertaining. Two, it's educational. And three, for the actor himself, it's an opportunity to be seen on camera doing what they do.
And I always felt also that when you're doing improv, you're working so fast and thinking on your feet that your true emotions come out. You don't have time to lie. You don't have time to make up something. Who you are comes through what you're trying to do in instant theater.
That's exactly right, yes.
And the thing that I love about our actors is that they're so loving and generous. It's not about upstaging. It's not about who has how many lines. I apologize. It's not about that. It is authentically about us, you know, like Joe said, sharpening those tools and making sure that they're prepared to go out into this world. And then the morale and their spirit. It's about staying grounded, knowing that they're enough, and knowing how to accept the constructive criticism that they get on the show as well.
And it also teaches them to listen, which is really important. Acting is not just doing what you do, it's reacting to what you're getting from somebody else. And the only way you can honestly react is if you're listening.
And Joe, who are some of the star-studded lists of artists that are being interviewed on Inside the Black Box? I mean, just it's a who's who.
It's Felicia Rashad, it's Raymond Simone, it's Omar Dorsey, it's Darnell Martin, it's Tracy. Who am I leaving out?
Tony Award-winning Tanya Pinkins, Vice President of Casting for Disney, Kim Williams,
Leah
Tobias.
Daniel Butler is another casting director.
It's just an amazing, amazing collection of amazing artists. So, and Tracy, in our final moments here, do you have a memorable, as a casting agent, do you have a memorable casting story that just one that comes to mind?
Man.
I know.
I have a plethora. My favorite casting story, one of them, 1989, I was at MTV. I saw this kid, he was 18 years old, and I was like, oh my God, he's gonna be amazing. I brought him to MTV. They said, oh, Tracy, he's okay. 2 years later, they said, can you get that kid back, Tracy? I said, that's Dave Chappelle. He's Robin Hood Men in Tights. He's gone, but he's still my friend.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations to you both on an amazing series. And you know, Joe, I know you have a long storied career in Terminator 2 and all that, but when I see you, I think of Blues Brothers 2000. That's the movie I love.
Oh, great. Listen, I had a great time. That was one film I had just a ball from beginning to end.
Well, congratulations on the great series. And thank you both for talking to me today. And let's talk again soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jeff.